The night Sara almost deleted everything. She was smiling, not because she was happy, but because she was finally done trying. 6 years, 43 drafts, thousands of nights behind a laptop screen while the rest of the world moved on without her. And that Tuesday night in Seattle, with rain hitting her window like it always did, she had made her decision. She opened her manuscript, 657 pages, 6 years of her life. Her finger hovered over delete. And then her laptop froze. Sara always had 2 lives. By day, a logistics coordinator in downtown Seattle, stable salary, decent office, a life that looked perfectly fine from the outside. But every night after 10 p.m., she became someone else. She'd open a document titled Dust and Bloom, a story about a woman who rebuilds herself from nothing. Funny how that works. She wasn't struggling to survive. She was struggling to feel alive. Because somewhere between the meetings and the emails and the "you're so responsible, Sara," her real dream had gotten buried. She wanted to write. She had always wanted to write. But the world had other opinions. Her friends stopped asking about the book. Her mother called it a phase. And after 23 publisher rejections, even Sara had started to wonder if they were right. The only person who never doubted her was her father, David. A quiet man, big reader, bigger believer. "You write like you mean it, Sara," he'd say. "That's rarer than you think. 3 years ago, he passed away. Suddenly, no goodbye." And Sara kept writing, because stopping felt like losing him twice. But grief is patient, and so is self-doubt. By that Tuesday night, both had finally won. The laptop froze for 40 seconds. When the screen came back, it didn't return to her manuscript. It opened an old draft folder. Chapter 1, the very first version, raw, messy, and alive in a way she'd completely forgotten. And there in the comment sidebar, something she had never seen. A comment, 3 years old, username, David M., her father. She didn't even know he knew how to leave comments on Google Docs. She clicked it with shaking hands. "Sara, I read this 3 times tonight. Once wasn't enough. This is the one, sweetheart. Whatever you do, don't stop. I mean it. Don't stop." The timestamp, March 4th. He died March 9th. Sara sat completely still. The rain kept hitting the window. The city kept moving outside. And she just stared at her father's last words. Words he wrote, knowing she might never even see them. Or maybe knowing she'd see them exactly when she needed to. She didn't delete anything that night. She couldn't even close the laptop. She didn't finish the book overnight. Real life doesn't work like that. She went to work the next morning, answered the same emails, said, "I'm fine," more times than she could count, but something had shifted. Not loud, not dramatic, just quiet, stubborn, unmovable. She started waking up at 5 a.m., 1 hour every morning. Just her, the dark and dust and bloom. She stopped explaining herself to people who had already decided what she was. When her mother called again, "Sara, have you thought about what I said?" Sara answered, gently but clearly. "I thought about it, Mom. I'm finishing the book." A long silence. Then, "Okay, baby." Even her mother heard something different in her voice. 9 months later, on a Wednesday morning at 5:47 a.m., Sara typed the last sentence of Dust and Bloom. She didn't scream, she didn't cry. She just sat back and exhaled, like she'd been holding her breath for 6 years. A small independent press in Portland said yes 8 months later. The day the email arrived, Sara stood at her window and looked out at Seattle. Gray, rainy, completely ordinary, and completely beautiful. She called her mom. "Mom?" They said yes. Silence. Then, "Oh, Sara, oh my girl." Publication day came on a Thursday in April. Sara held the book with both hands inside a Barnes & Noble in downtown Seattle. Her name on the cover, her words inside. She opened straight to the dedication page. 4 words for Dad. You knew. Someone nearby asked if she was okay. She nodded and said softly, "Yeah, I just almost lost something I shouldn't have." They thought she meant the book, but she meant 6 years of showing up when no one was watching. She meant every 5 a.m. when quitting would have been easier. She meant her father's voice, still guiding her, even from the other side of goodbye. Because here's the thing nobody tells you about dreams. They don't die when you stop believing in them. They just wait, quietly, patiently. For the night your laptop freezes at the right moment. For the comment you never knew existed. For the version of you that finally decides, one more page. The lesson? Your dream isn't behind you. It's been waiting for you to stop apologizing for having it. Don't delete it. The world needs what only you can write.